Clear and brief. That's Baltimore's goal when it comes to fighting homelessness. And to tackle this large and complex issue, it has a 10-year plan called The Journey Home, focusing on the most common barriers facing the homeless. This weekend has its biggest and most spectacular fundraiser, an evening of unexpected delights. Megan Knight on how this event is directly benefiting some of the poorest in our community.
They're the ones so often overlooked, blending into the park bench, the street corner, the alleyway. It's estimated 2,700 people in Baltimore have no permanent address, and that number could be even higher.
It is largely considered an undercount because the population is very mobile and transient, very equipped at staying outdoors and staying out of sight.
Back in February, ABC2 cameras followed volunteers with the Journey Home project, walking with them through the city on a cold, rainy night as they did a census count of the homeless.
This area actually is a hotbed for the homeless population to hang out, especially the veteran population, because of proximity to the Veterans Administration.
Determining how many homeless people live in the city gives the Journey Home project an idea of exactly what they're up against and what resources they need to focus on the 4 parts of their plan.
To increase our permanent affordable housing options, increase access to health care, as well as employment opportunities to increase incomes, and then focus on prevention strategies to help those that are coming into a housing crisis remain as stable as possible.
Their work includes special projects as well, like Youth Reach Maryland, helping the youngest and most vulnerable of the homeless population.
Which is also a very difficult population to track down and count. Very resourceful group, and definitely not a group that readily accesses services.
Well, like most major social issues, fighting homelessness comes with its fair share of challenges, and one of the biggest obstacles for the Journey Home is finding adequate funding.
Funding is being reduced across the federal, state, and local governments. Resources are scarce and needs are increasing.
Which is why fundraisers like an evening of unexpected delights are so critical to the Journey Home project. This is their largest fundraiser of the year, promising a night of surprises and fun, all while bringing attention and resources to a serious problem in our city.
Homelessness in general is very complex. Chronic homelessness is extremely complex.
We give a name and a face to all the homeless in Baltimore,
giving them the feeling of what it truly means to be home. Megan Knight, ABC2 News.